everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Frozen Steve and I'm out here today with FPV drones. I have the MY7 and the MY10. So these are 7-inch props and these are 10-inch props. Enormous! So now if you look at your screen, you will see a thumbnail of my review of the My5. I suggest you go watch that video because the My5, My7, and My10 are essentially the same. All that happens when you go from 5 to 7 to 10 is the motors and the props get bigger. As well, you get a little bit more video output, but essentially the frames in the center are all the same. So the plan today is to freeze to death. But before I freeze to death, I'm going to take the quads out for a flight over the snowy fields out here. They are analog video, but I am going to put an Insta360 ACE Pro. I'm looking for it. That's it. Insta360 ACE Pro. I'm going to stick this camera on each drone because if I just show you analog video, the video that comes back into my goggles that I record, it doesn't look that good, especially when there's snow. It's all white, so you don't see any detail, but with this camera, you'll get a nice image. And the batteries I'm going to use on the My7 with the camera, I'm going to use this one, a 6S 2200 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and on the My10 with the enormous props and a camera, I'm going to use this, a 6S 4000 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now before I take the My7 for a flight, let me show you a few important things. The My7 arrives ready to fly, you will need to install the props. The My7 has an X-frame shape, which means you will get the props in the image when using the onboard camera. The camera is analog, but amazingly, the VTX has an output power of 2.5 watts. That is a ridiculous amount of power. A long-range antenna is included. 7-inch tri-blade props by the brand HQ are also included. The large brushless motors are 1350 kV, 6S capable. The battery connector is an XT60 connector. And for reference purposes, the top plate is approximately 9 inches. And measuring from the center of the forward motor to the center of the rear motor is 13 inches. Total weight of the My7 without a battery is 649 grams. All right, I've got the My7 and we're all set to go. I'll just plop it down here and we'll plug in the XT60. There we go, she'll start up. I'll get the camera ready to go. All right, the camera's on up front and I will just show you my area here. Check this out. So I'm just gonna zoom around. You can see snow for miles. You'll see metal poles right in front all over the place. That's to keep people off the soccer field. Before the snow came, obviously nobody's going to go on it in the winter. They become a hazard for me. But here we go. And if I haven't mentioned it, the temperature right now is minus 10 degrees Celsius. That's why I'm freezing. I'm not going to fly very far because I only have one spotter today. They're straight ahead. You'll see them out standing out by a tree.
Flight mode acro on.
Oh, I hear the motors going. There we are. So I do have that heavy camera and battery, but this is just to see how it flies. I'm only going out to the water up here, and then I'll turn around. Because once again, my spotter's not gonna see anything farther than this water. There we go. There, and then coming back. Oh, it's so cold. So how does it fly, you wonder? Well, I have a camera on and everything else. It flies perfectly fine. It flies just like the My5. Like if I want to do little aerial things like freestyle, it's perfectly fine. It's a 7-inch, so it's not as agile as the 5 quad. The 5-inch quad is more for freestyle. This 7-inch as well, you know, it's more for cruising around and doing long distance flying, but I can't do long distance today because I'm freezing out here. All right, I do not want to spend any more time outside. This was just to show you that it does work, and this is what you get if you have one of these. So I'm just going to come down low, stay away from the metal posts. And oh, there's metal posts here too. I can't get away from, oh, there's metal posts everywhere. Oh my God. All right, let's come on back. We're gonna track through the metal posts and get back to the Jeep. This might be kind of dangerous because I do have analog goggles, but I can see the metal posts. You know, the image is quite good actually. I will give it that. Let's bring it down, lower and lower. I'll just come and crash in the snow and disarm it. All right, go through these posts. You should see it in the camera. Oh no, maybe you won't because I'm on an angle. Anyway, I'm coming down. That was pretty cool. I couldn't find the arm switch. All right, so that landing was off screen because, well, I came down a little fast. But anyways, I'm full of snow. This thing is full of snow. It just drove itself right into the snow. So you can't fly this one again because I got to let the circuit board dry out. Let's go try the My10. Before the maiden flight, let me tell you a little bit about the My10. First off, the My10 arrives fully assembled, except you will need to install the props. Speaking of the props, they are so large at 10 inches that each prop comes in its own bag. Check out the size of the prop in comparison to my hand. The My10 has an X-frame design. This means that you will see the props in the onboard camera. And speaking of the camera, it is an analog camera, but the output power of the VTX is 2.5 watts, which is super powerful. A long-range VTX antenna is also included. The battery connector type is the very large XT90. The brushless motors are crazy large and they are 900 kV, but just take a look at my finger beside the motor. The motor dwarfs my finger. The top plate on the My10 is the same length as the My7 and the My5. And when I measure from the middle of the forward motor to the middle of the rear motor, I get 17 inches. Total weight of the My10 without a battery is 1,022 grams. Alright, I've got the My10 here and I'm just taking it farther away from me because these quads with these big props, when they land and hit the snow, they can bounce up, and something this big could really hurt me. It can jump like 20 to 30 feet. So this is very, very dangerous. So I'm putting it way out here. Look where I am. I'm way out in the field. Look around. There's not much around me. So I got a ways to walk back to the Jeep where I'm gonna fly it from. So let's plug this in and then run away. So plug it in and run away. And run away! Alright, so hopefully this camera doesn't freeze up again. It froze up the last video, so you have no video of me sitting here while I was flying the My7. So this is a dangerous quad. I'm just going to take it up and not fly it too far. Let's get an acro. Well, motor's spinning. Here we go. Oh my god, it takes no effort to move the throttle and get this to go up in the air. The slightest movement on the joysticks, it's got too much power. Too much power. This is definitely, I'm keeping over here by my spotter. This is dangerous. This would be something I would fly out to search for somebody or something, because you don't have to give it hardly any throttle and it just goes. It's really nice, and I'm flying it so slow. But yeah, hopefully my camera up top is recording. I do have telemetry. Everything seems to be working. I'll bring it back this way. I guess I can go a little farther. I'm just a little nervous because I had some telemetry issues when it was sitting in the snow. It didn't like the snow, but I'm not getting the complaints right now, so that's good. So let me just fly it over this way. You can see the water over there in the school. I'm not going any farther than that, and we'll turn around. This thing probably flies super fast, but I'm taking it easy. Look at how slow I'm going with this thing. Whoa, what is that down there? That's not my spotter. What is that? So see what the problem is right now? I'm trying to slow it down, and it's, as I mentioned, you can really get some momentum out of this. I'm slowing it down now, but honestly, I wouldn't want to fly this near any humans. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring her down and I'll see if I can land it nicely. I can't remember where my landing pad is. It's over here someplace. Oh, I gotta go into the sun. This is not good. Anyways, we'll go through these metal posts. If you hear a clunk, then I hit one. And I think we're over here someplace. There we are. I think that's me. Right over here. Or is that a shadow? I can't tell. I can't tell where the landing pad is with these goggles. I'm just hovering here. Let's go back this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go plop her down. See how slow I can get this thing going? Because I've got the camera pointing forward. We're going to come down, but on the other side so the other camera catches it. Now you should see me have flown over. And I'm taking it slow, and I'm going to take it up a little bit and spin around. And then come on back. There we go. Land right beside it. That's the problem. You land these things in the snow, and pretty soon they'll just puff up in a big ball of fire. Just want to show you, I landed in the snow down there. So yeah, it's not very good. It's kind of dangerous with these things because they are open to get water and snow on the circuit board, and they can destroy themselves pretty darn quick. So what I'm going to do is just quickly pull the battery out There we go. Now it's safe, no more heat going into there, and yeah, we're all good. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but when I flew the My7, I was using the Radiomaster TX15 ELRS to fly it, and when I flew the My10, I used the Jumper T15 ELRS to fly that. Last thing I want to say is both quads are full of snow. They are not designed to be flown in the wintertime in the snow. The snow will kill the electronics, so I can't fly them again. I'm just going to let everything melt for a day, and then I can use them again. My final thoughts on both quads: for the price, they're excellent. The My5 is around $200, I believe. The My7 is $200 and some odd dollars, and the My10 is around just under $300 US. So steal of a deal for any of these. If you want more detail on these quads, check out the links below. I'll put the link to the My5, the My7, and the My10 below. You can go check them out. They're a lot of fun for the price, although the 10 scares the bejesus out of me. This thing is too friggin' big. If you have questions on either of these quads, post your questions below. I would stay longer in this video, but I am absolutely frozen. I can't even speak. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in a future video with many more cool product reviews. So until then, I say, see you later. I'm going in to get warm.